So he knew this was coming, so we see him building up lots of Marines here. And it's kind of cool that he has all these racks with the tech lobs on them, so he doesn't have to worry, really. And here comes some Mutalisks in for harassment. There's turrets around, so it looks like Rhett is going to fall back. I think he probably could have gone in and done some damage still. But the turrets, you have to kill the turret first, and in the time it would have taken that turret to die, Morrow could have gotten these Marines back in there. Anyway, here come the Mutalisk. The Marines are actually very far from the main base now, so if you attack the main base, it could be pretty bad. Couple Vikings in the mix as well, so he's really going hardcore in the anti-air. So I really like this move by Morrow. I think Morrow has a pretty good advantage here. He's got just a bunch of stuff, and the Terran stuff is going to be really good against the Zerg stuff, basically, is what it comes down to. Mutalisks are not going to do very well against Marines if he has the stim involved, and he doesn't have any medevacs, so there is that at least. Here he comes in for that harassment. There's a few Marines in the back here. He's going to go straight for the turret. The turret goes down. Rhett's going to fall back, and there's the first medevac right there. It's going to waste its energy healing some SCVs that were hit by glaive. I guess it's not really a waste. But, wow, I'm surprised Rhett isn't putting a little bit more pressure on with these Mutalisks, given the fact that he does have, well, I guess he doesn't have that many. But, oh, the turret gets rebuilt, so it's too late anyway. Large force of Banelings being morphed here by Rhett as well. Banelings are going to do really, really well. That is basically what Rhett needed, is some Banelings to go up against this massive army. Not going to be too good against the tanks and the Marauders, but all these Reapers, the Reapers can kill Banelings pretty quick, and they can fall back, but they're not quite going to be able to fall back fast enough and still fight, really. So anyway, so the Banelings, if you have a good mixture of units, you can get other stuff to go in first and look. Oh my God, tons of Banelings being morphed right now. If you get a good mixture of units, you can have maybe the Roaches and the Zerglings take the hits, and then the Banelings get in close and do the damage. And they're just so good at slaughtering Terran armies if you can get in close enough. Especially with that many Marines, lots of weak units in that army. Not as many Marauders, and he needs the weak units, the Marines, because of these Mutalisks right now. So, and he actually made a lot of Marines because of these. Just what ended up being 8 Mutalisks. So, wolf statue, good to know. But in the meantime, Morrow has gotten up his third base, and I like these just couple Vikings on top. That's a really cool idea, I think, to have those couple Vikings just on top of his army. And I think the Vikings were partly the fact that Rhett was coming in from Mutalisk Crass, and he didn't quite have a ton of Marines yet. So he decided, I think Morrow decided to, you know, get a couple Vikings out real quick to try and get a little bit more anti-air. And once he realized that Rhett was going more with the ground forces, and oh, he misses. He comstats, and he sees a couple Banelings coming out. He sees an Infestor coming out as well, which already has enough energy for a fungal growth. But misses this big army and the lots of Banelings. He may have seen it before. I'm not sure. Here he comes out, moving out with a decent-sized army. A few medevacs above as well to hold off the Mutalisks. The Vikings to hold off the Mutalisks from the medevacs. The medevacs are going to be able to heal up the ground units, obviously. It looks like they're all pretty decent energy. So they're going to be able to heal up for a little while. And is he just going to take this 4th base, or is he actually going to push in? It looks like he may just be holding this spot. He's setting up a siege, setting up some siege tanks in the corner here. He may just try and hold this spot. That's very interesting, and just try and push in a little bit here. But this isn't really that strong of a position to hold. I like this though with the Marine on the high ground to spot with the Zelnaga watchtower. Now these tanks are in a nice little corner, very difficult to attack, but they can attack out very far. So the little he could kill the wolf statue if he wanted to. Rhett, in the meantime, though, has gotten up his 4th base, and here come Mutalisks. Oh, he's trying to set up. He's sent over some Marines to protect these SCVs. Well, so basically, Morrow's kind of going for a contain of sorts. He's got a bunch of units in the middle, and they're kind of spread out. He got a nice little Thor just chilling over here with a tank, and he's just got these Naga watchtowers so he can see everywhere. And he's just got, like, he's divided the map in half, basically. He's got a huge line of turrets over here, and I guess he had some money to burn. And, oh, he's got maxed army. That's partly why. Okay, I didn't realize he was maxed yet. I knew he had a huge, massive army, but he's maxed out now. And so that's why we see him just, you know, not wasting, but using his money on turrets, just building a line of turrets, a wall of turrets, just across everything. And you can even see on the minimap, it's just like this big red line. So he's just going to take his half the map and kind of contain Rhett. But at the same time, Rhett, who is also maxed. So they're both maxed out. I saw this crap over here, but again, I didn't realize how that he was maxed out. And I like this Nidus network going on. Is he going to put some Nidus around in other places? It'd be really interesting. We saw him do that, actually, because... Uh-oh, here he comes. He's actually going to drop. Morrow's going to try and run in and do a drop. Some spine crawlers have just rerouted down over here. Ultralisk Caverns in here. Here comes some Zerglings. Oh no, Zerglings getting slaughtered by these units. He's going to have to pick up and fall back though. Just way too many units. Oh, and he doesn't get a fungal off on those dropships. The fungal growth is an ability by the Infestor that does a little bit of damage. I think it's 35 damage to a group, but also stops them from moving, so it halts your escape. And that is very critical. Anyway, I'm sorry, I don't know the hotkeys yet for these tabs, but so I'm gonna have to switch around a little bit. It looks like oh, someone told me the income tab was bugged, and I'm not sure if that's the case or not. Anyway, but we can at least check the resources tab. That's got to be pretty good. It looks like Morrow is has probably, it looks like he may have lost a little bit more in that battle, which makes sense because he kind of had his forces stranded out here. And uh-oh, Rhett coming in with a huge army. Rhett with 3,000 minerals in the bank is just going to try and blow his army and then rebuild as quickly as possible. That is the power of the Zerg. Here comes some reinforcements coming here, but it's too late. Zergling's already gone in and killed some tanks. Is Rhett going to go in for the kill, though? It looks like he still has a maxed army, which means he's already produced more units in the meantime. And oh, that is why Ultralisks are out. Oh my gosh, Ultralisks are such disgustingly huge cows in this game. And the right units can kill them quickly, but the wrong units can die to them very quickly. And Ultralisks are very good against balls of bio. And that is exactly what Rhett has right now. He scans those Ultras, he sees what's going on. But they do kind of like an area of effect damage in front of them. The Kaiser Blades or whatever do a slicing attack that hits 19 damage. With level 2 weapons. 19 damage to all the units that are like right in front of them, so it can hit a few units basically. I think. I'm not sure if it does full damage to all the units, but anyway, very good at slaughtering masses of units, basically. And here comes Red is just kind of patrolling his army back and forth. He wants to make sure he engages on his terms.